Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. Today we have got Eaglemoss's Build Your Own Back to the Future Delorean and we're on issue 30. In issue 30 we get some water pipes and some cooling pipes, I think. So yeah, they're all water pipes and water rails. So yeah, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be putting loads of little pipes on. We're going to be turning the model over and back and forth. So there's going to be a lot of flipping and different camera angles. So you have to bear with me for that. I'm sorry, but yeah, I'm going to try and get used to the best angle I can because I'm going to flip the car over and over. So I'll try and get the best angles I can as I go along. Behind the scenes is where next for Marty, and a bit about Albert Einstein and what's coming up in next week's issue. Looks like we get some rear sachet plates. So yeah, let's get these parts open and start building. Okay, so here we are. We've got our parts out and we've got them all set up ready to go. Yeah, we get AP screws, AM screws, FP screws, JM screws, and we get left and right hand sides of each part. So the way you can tell is if you line them up the same way as the magazine, you have the tab bits on the insides and they go out. Same with these are a little bit different, so that's how you can distinguish your parts. So first things first, we need to bring up our sachet that we had from last week and bring that back. So here we are, we've got our frame up now. So the first thing off we want to do is we want to insert part 30D into the hole of the back of the radiator. And it's going to be going here, and we're going to be fixing this onto this point here. So what we want to do, you've got a little nipple on here and the hole, so you've got to plug this nipple into there, and we're going to be securing that onto the top of there. So let's get it plugged in. That's going to sit just there, and we're going to be securing this with a JM screw. So let's get a JM screw. Let's get it fixed in. Screwdriver's a little bit big, so I'm just going to grab a smaller one. That's not much better. Let's carry on. One thing have noticed with these screws is that the M screws, the ones that go into the metal parts, aren't as good as the plastic ones. The ones that screw into the plastic. The ones with the plastic never really have a problem with it. Okay, so next we need to flip the model over, and we're going to be using part 30B, and we're going to be putting that on the back. So let's get it flipped over. So here we are, we've got the model all flipped over, and we need to bring in part 30B, which is this part here. It's got the two black ends on it here. So this is going to slide down under here, and we've got to line it up. There's two little holes here, and we want it lined up with this hole here, here, and one down here. I'm going to be securing this in with FP screws. So let's get some FP screws. I'm going to start screwing these in this end. Try and get you a good angle so you can see. The second one goes in here. There we go, that's step 2 done, and we've got these two in place. So step 3 is we need an AM screw now, and we're going to secure this onto here. So let's grab an AM screw, and it should only line up with one hole, because there are two down here. Yep, so it's going to line up with the first hole out the two closest to the back. So we'll get that all lined up, and we'll put our AM screw in. just like that. Now we need to flip the model back over again. So I told you there's going to be a lot of flipping in this issue, so let's flip it back over again, and we need to go back and look at the engine part. Okay, so here we are, we've got it flipped back over. I've tried to get you a better angle so you can see this one. So what we've got this part here, and we're going to be fitting this. There's a little nipple just underneath here, so we've got to put this on this little nipple, and that's going to drop down onto another nipple on top of this one. So let's get that located now. And this isn't to be screwed in, so you might want to, this is not held on with anything but that, so you might want to put a little touch of glue on either end of this black bit. You don't need a lot, but yeah, I'm going to be putting a bit of glue on because I don't want that coming off when I've got the full model built. So I'm going to put a bit of glue on that, and then we'll move on. Okay, so the model's all flipped over now, and what we need to bring in now is part 30C, which is the left hand side water pipe. It can be identified as you've got this tab cut out at the top and it goes to the left. So what we're going to do is we're going to push that down there. That's just going to locate on top of there, and we can secure this on with an AP screw. So let's get an AP screw ready and raring to go. And now we can secure that on. Just like that. Now what we can do is we can flip this back over, and we can plug this pipe in on the other side. Okay, so here we are, we've got it all flipped back over, and all we need to do is take this little pipe that we just put on, we need to pull that back, and that's just going to locate into the pipe that we put on previously, and we just need to push that in just like that. No glue required, that will hold it itself in place. So next up, we're going to be working on this side here, the opposite side. We've done this side now. Now we need to do exactly the same but with the other side. So we're going to bring in this part here, which is going to locate on top of each of these little nipples either side. You need to push that in either side, top and bottom, just like that. They will need a little wiggle. And once you've got that, we're going to be screwing this in here with a JM screw. So let's grab a JM screw and locate that into there. Always find that when you do the M screws, take it slow, don't rush it. Now what we're going to be doing is going to flip it back over again, and we're going to put the pipe in the middle for the other side. So here we are, we've got it flipped over again. I told you we're going to have a lot of flipping and back and forth this issue. But yeah, so here we are. We'll get our next pipe, it's going to feed down there. I'm going to drop that on top of there. And this is going to go on to secure on these 2 points here with FP screws. So let's get some more FP screws, sorry, not JM screws. And we can secure that in there. Yeah, the screws for the plastic pipes go in an absolute dream, but the ones for the metals, they don't seem to go in nowhere near as good. Okay, so that's that on, and what we've got to do next, we have got to, I think we've got to flip this back over again. Yep, we've got to flip it back over. No, we haven't. We've got to secure this on here. This is probably the best angle I can get. Sorry about the lighting, but it's the best I could do. So there's a little hole down here. We're going to secure this on. We've got our AM screw on. We're going to secure this on down here. There's only one hole this side, so we don't have to worry about which hole it's going into. And the screw wants to come off the screwdriver. Okay, so now we've got it all flipped over again, and we're going to be putting our rubber black pipe on. There's a little nipple just located just down there, and one here. So that's the 2 points we're going to be connected onto. So let's get this located on and plugged in. That's the first one on. I'll get the second one in. Okay, so now we've got this bit in. This one was very difficult to get in. It took some wiggling, and we even had to put my finger on this cog here. I'll just pull it down a little just so I can get into this nipple. So yeah, now that's that part done. Now we need to reflip it back over because we need to put the last pipe in. So let's do that now. So now we're going to take part 30G and we're going to do exactly the same as we did with this side. It's going to drop down here, go onto here. We're going to secure this on with an AP screw again. So let's get an AP screw. And we can secure that on just here. Just like that. And now we can flip it over for the very last time. And now we can put in the part we just put in. We can just locate that nipple just in there. And that is it for this issue. I told you we're going to be doing lots of flipping and flopping, and God, that was a lot of work. They could have probably structured that in a way where you didn't need to flip it back and forth as much, but hey ho, we've done it now. So let's take a look at what's coming up next week. Next week we've got rear chassis plates, which I think is going to be going around here somewhere. So join me then, that'll be out next week. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider subscribing and leave a comment and click that notifications bell. That'll let you know any video that I put out. So until next time, see you later.